Hello, APers. We are got done with our Buddhism vocab, our Buddhism unit. We are now on to Christianity. So go in your packet where we see our words for Christianity. And let's get this started. Our first word is Jesus of Nazareth. If you don't know this one, you probably didn't pass your religion class that you had last year. But let's get to it right away. So Jesus of Nazareth is believed in the Christian tradition to basically be the Son of God. He is believed to be the Son of God, and if you follow Jesus and his teachings, you are considered a Christian. Jesus is talked about in the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and is believed to have died to forgive the sins of everyone on earth. A couple of things here when I look up Jesus, though. I see he's a little lighter skinned than he should be. Blue eyes probably not happening with Jesus back then. Jesus was probably a bit darker than that and definitely had brown eyes. However, Jesus is incredibly important for religious purpose. Obviously, for Christians, incredibly important. He's like the whole foundation of the religion. And Jesus is also important because the spread of Christianity, which happens in the Roman Empire after Constantine is the emperor, and continues to spread over the world, and is the largest religion in the world today. The Bible is the holy book of Christianity. It's broken up into two parts. The Old Testament, which is mostly a history of the ancient Hebrew people, and contains in it the Torah or Tanakh, which is the early part of the Bible, which is the foundation of the Jewish holy book. The New Testament is about the life of Jesus Christ and his followers, with many letters from St. Paul that are in it, and the Gospels about the life of Jesus. It is the holy book for Christianity, the largest religion in the world today. That's pretty significant. And it will be spread as it spread throughout the Holy Roman Empire and then eventually all over the world. Crucifixion. Crucifixion was an extremely painful way to execute people that was done in the Roman Empire. It's very important for us in this unit because Jesus of Nazareth was crucified. He claimed to be the Son of God, and his followers who become Christians believe that he's the Son of God and follow him. But he was crucified and died for forgiveness of all people of sin throughout the world. And his religion spread out through many parts of the world. Hey, Kaya, so you got an email down there. So he was very important, Jesus, obviously, and crucifixion was the way he died. And this death was believed to forgive our sins, and he rised from the dead 3 days later in the Christian tradition. Baptism is a tradition in Christianity where people are put under water, and it's supposed to symbolize a rebirth and to become part of the Christian faith, being a follower that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Baptism is a tradition that began early in Christianity. Even Jesus of Nazareth was baptized by St. John the Baptist. Very significant to show the followers of Christianity and spread into the largest religion in the world today. Gospel, this is standing for the books that are about the life of Jesus of Nazareth. There are four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and these document the life of Jesus. It's important to know that these were written after his death. These were written at least 50 to 60 years after Jesus died, because many people thought Jesus was coming back sooner. But they're written down to have witness, basically written down to describe what Jesus' life was like and how to follow him, and are the foundation of Christianity and the first four books of the New Testament of the Bible. Very significant because with the Gospels, there's now started the beginning of a holy book of Christianity that separates itself and is different than Judaism. Judaism does not believe in the Gospels because Judaism doesn't believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Oh, hello again, Kaya. The Messiah. Messiah is basically a belief of Messiah is supposed to be a person who's going to come and save all the people of the world. In the Jewish faith, there's a belief that a Messiah is still going to come. Christianity is different because Christianity believes that Jesus Christ was the Messiah. Jesus of Nazareth was the Messiah coming to save the earth. So Messiah basically means like the chosen one who will come to save the earth. Christians believe that that was Jesus of Nazareth. And again, that's very significant because the word of Jesus spreads throughout the whole world. And this is what separates Judaism from Christianity, the belief that Jesus of Nazareth was the Messiah. The Pope. The Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. Now, it's important to realize when Christianity first starts and begins and a Pope is established that the Christian Church and Catholic Church together were one. They were just one church. Christian Church and Catholic Church were the same thing. The Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. For many, many years, the Pope was the head and the only head of Christianity. That's not true anymore. The first Pope was St. Peter. So St. Peter was considered the first Pope. He was the rock who the church was to be built on. So our current Pope, Pope Francis, gets his tradition of a line of popes going all the way back to Peter in the Bible, or St. Peter. And it is the head of the Catholic Church. Very historically significant because the Pope will have a lot of power in Christianity, especially when we get to the Middle Ages. But the Pope will be basically the leader of Christianity. And remember again, the Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. But when it first started, the Pope was the head of all of Christianity. All right, this is Emperor Constantine. Emperor Constantine is a Roman emperor who's going to come up again, but is very important because Constantine makes the Edict of Milan, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. In fact, if you go on your sheet, go take a look at Edict Milan. Let's get them both done, Constantine and Edict Milan. We're going to do a 2-for-1 special right now. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Mr. Wood can't dance. Anyway, so Constantine was responsible, the main person responsible for the Edict of Milan, which allowed Christianity to be in the empire. So Edict of Milan basically had tolerance and established Christianity. But then Constantine also won a huge battle, and the biggest thing Constantine's known for is making Christianity the church of the Roman Empire, which is a really big deal because Romans were persecuting and killing Christians for a long time, and then it gradually switched, and Constantine flips it around and makes Christianity the church of Rome. We're going to talk more about that when we get to the Roman Empire. Edict of Milan, real quick. Edict of Milan makes it okay to be a Christian in the Roman Empire. Christianity is tolerated. You can be a Christian and it is okay. That's very historically significant because it allows Christianity to become the main church of the Roman Empire, and Christianity will continue to spread and become the largest religion in the world. Mary. Mary is seen as the mother of Jesus, giving birth to God on earth. Mary is extremely important in the Catholic Church and a very important symbol, even more so in the Catholic Church, where Mary is seen as being without sin and giving birth to Jesus. The story in Christianity is that Mary was impregnated by God, not through any man. Joseph was her husband and stood by her, and she gave birth and raised Jesus on this planet. On the Catholic Church today, still in many places, we believe that Mary comes back and speaks to people. A big place, this would be the Basilica Guadalupe, which exists in Mexico City, and I was just there this summer, and that is where it's believed that Mary spoke to Juan Diego and helped establish the Catholic Church in Mexico. And there's many other places where Mary has been seen and people pray to her. So that is Mary, who's seen as the mother of Jesus, very historically significant in the Catholic Church, not just in her lifetime on earth, but beyond.